All right, I'm on hole number 7 of the Liberty Tournament. I'm in Wednesday's qualifying round in the Rookie Division. Hole number 7, this par 4 right here. So I'm making a change on this par 4. For whatever reason, when I'm coming into the hole, I keep ending up on the left-hand side. And I think the way the wind is blowing, I'm not taking out enough wind. I'm aiming right towards the cup. I was making a 10% wind adjustment, and I was off on the left-hand side every time. And I have hit it perfect into this hole like 2 or 3 times, and I've ended up, I think the way that the wind's blowing, so that the wind is blowing us off in this direction. So it's blowing us off the left-hand side of the cup, and I was doing a 10%, and I'm off on the left-hand side of the cup. So I'm going to up it to 20 and see if that cuts the distance. I don't think 20, actually, it doesn't feel like 20 is enough, but that's just for how I'm hitting it. So I'm using a power 3 ball, and I'm doing a 1-for-1 with my, and I switched to a sniper. So we will see. I'm going to come at it with a QB. And a Kingmaker. I'm going to take this bag right here. No, I'm going to take this bag right here. QB and a Kingmaker. Here's the deal. On the drive, let's go back and look at that hole. We'll go back and look at that hole. You can use a katana here. Okay, I'm just using the Kingmaker because I want to make sure that I'm as deep in my club as I possibly can. You can use a katana, but here's, if you've got a rock, and I'm a big fan of using a rock or a QB on this hole, either a rock or a QB, because you've got 100% accuracy, so you've got a lot more room for error. If you're using a QB, you don't have the raw distance, but it doesn't matter. In order to get into the spot, you're leaving some distance on the table. If you're using a rock, you're leaving a bunch of distance on the table. So it doesn't matter here on the drive whether you use a QB or a rock as far as raw distance. You're still in the same spot, and a QB has more topspin, so you can get farther out here with the QB than you can with the rock, even though the rock hits farther, because you're not using all the power in the rock. So because you're not using all the power in the rock or the QB, with a Kingmaker, you could use a katana, and your red line's going to be right here, and you'll be able to do exactly the same shot and end up exactly the same area, because you're not using any more power in this ball versus this ball. Where the Kingmaker can come in handy is if you end up a little bit short on the drive on your second shot coming into the cup. Let's see if we can get up here. On your second shot coming into the cup, if you're up here, your red line for your sniper with a Kingmaker may be like in this area, or even maybe a little bit farther forward, and I'm trying to hit right here and come up the hill. With a katana, it's probably right there if you're in the same spot. But if you hit short with your Kingmaker, you can still get here with the red line. But with a katana, you can now only get to here. And so it's harder to bring it around and get on the right trajectory. You got to put the sand more into play. So while you can get this done with a katana, I'm going to bring a Kingmaker just so that I make sure that my second shot, I'm in the right spot. Kingmaker. Here we roll. Hole number 7. Let's open up that chest. Get some more commons. Commons. 11. 26 on that one. That was big. Hole number 7. Now this is kind of a wild card par 4, where it's not one of those holes that I think a lot of people hit eagles on a regular basis. But I have hit eagles on this hole, and it's always a surprise when I get it. And it's always very welcome. Like, hell yeah. And I'm going to switch to my black stylus. I was using my silver stylus. I'm going to switch to my black stylus, and it's going to bring me some luck right here. If I could find my red stylus, I'd use my red stylus. I only use my red stylus when I'm really ticked off, like something happens, and I go dig it out. Actually, let's bring out the really big luck. I'm going to use my blue stylus. And if you're going to go for that shot to go over there, you need to get over there. But I think they can get up easily with a Nirvana from there. Okay, so I'm going to be 2 rings off down in this hole. I'm going to do max. Trying to get myself out into that area. It's 2.2. 2.2 rings. Are you ready for dinner, baby? And I'm going to lean just a little bit to the left to make sure that I can stay away from that sand. And I hit one ring great to the right. I'm leaning to the left. Thank you, baby.
Put your rice in it.
Ended up at 318 yards. Right straight at it. If you don't put that little bit of left-hand side or left-hand curl on there and you hit it great, it will immediately go straight into the sand. And they can get up there with a razor. A level 8 razor, which used to be a maxed out razor, hits the same yardage as a Nirvana. And I'm not sure that there's that much to choose between them. I know when I got my razor maxed out, I was like, but the deal is I'm so comfortable hitting with my Nirvana, and I know the rings on it that. And if you've got those clubs, you still have, like my opponent right there, you've got a great shot at trying to get it in. Okay, I'm doing 20% to the cup, so it's 1.2 times 2.5. It's 3 rings. Where's my red line? So I'm like, there's max, and there's min. So I'm at mid club. I'm just going to do a max number because I've been doing a max number and I keep being up on the right. Hey. No, that's not what I want. That's what I want right there. I'm going right at it. So it's 3 rings. That's 3 rings. Trying to hit it perfect. Oh. Just a bit fast. I'm not sure if that's a result of hitting it great to the right or if I caught the slide. And that's the thing in these city park holes. My wife brought me out some green curry chicken. Yum. I think I'll be taking a break after this hole. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. I'm still working on it. Not too concerned about it. I'm still working on it. I do want to pick up one more shot. So what do I got left here? I got hole number 8 and hole number 9. So I need to pick up one more shot. I want to command my qualifier. I want my qualifying round. I want to be minus 13. So I either need to get the hole in one, and let's just go ahead and get the hole in one on hole number 8 and just get it over with. So we can just get that done so that I can come in with a minus 13. That's my goal. My goal sheet says minus 13 in the qualifier, minus 26 in the opener, and minus 28 in the weekend round. That's my goals. I'm going to let my opponent shoot since they already started. And this is the very next hole, so this is the hole. I will forfeit because I don't have the right club. So I've been doing the shot from the top of the hill as the round goes on, just practicing it because that's my normal way of coming at this hole, but I've had some difficulties with it with the wind that we have. And I don't know why. I know why, because I haven't been hitting it perfect. I'm saving all my perfects for the weekend round. That's the deal. All right, that was hole number 7 of the Liberty Tournament and Wednesday's qualifying round in the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.